Some might say that I'm a loner, but I just call it being free. I am my heart's only owner, or at least I used to be. 'Cause now a wildfire is raging deep inside, and my heartstrings are...
Hey everyone, I'm Calvin with Southern Country Living.
And I'm Marie.
We hope everyone is having a great day today. Marie and we are getting ready to make a Thanksgiving dinner, aren't we, Marie?
Yeah, and we're doing it a little bit different, aren't we, Calvin?
We definitely are. It's about 2 weeks before Thanksgiving, and for Thanksgiving dinner, we're going to be going up to our son's house and having dinner with his family and Cynthia's family, and we're just going to all get together and have a real good time for Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
But what we wanted to do today is we want to show you how you can have a Thanksgiving dinner, and we think that we estimate this is going to cost less than $15, and this is primarily for 2 people. So let me sort of show you what we got going. This is a rotisserie chicken that we picked up. This particular one came from Sam's Club, and we was going to get one from Walmart's. At Walmart's they're $5.98, I believe, right at $6. But Kimberly told us that Sam's had better rotisserie chickens, and they're only $5. So she picked this one up and brought it to us, and it weighs, I think it weighs almost 5 pounds. It's very heavy. Well, it only weighs 3 pounds, but it feels like it weighs more than that.
It looks like a 5-pound bird to me.
It is a big one. The one at Walmart only weighs 2¼ pounds. So this is a much better buy on this.
And we're choosing chicken because me and Calvin actually likes chicken better than we do turkey, don't we?
We do, yes. Now you could, if you wanted to have turkey with your dinner, then it's going to cost you a little more money to get the turkey. But this here, getting the rotisserie chicken, all we got to do is put it in the oven and heat up for about 20 to 25 minutes. And it's going to be almost no work at all to it. To go with this, go ahead, you going to say something?
I was going to say, to go with this, we're using this stuffing mix, but if we were making, dressing for a crowd, we would not be using this. We would be making our own cornbread and I like biscuits in my dressing, so I would even be making that. But just for a quick, easy, simple meal put together for 2 people, I think it will do good, don't you, Calvin?
I do. This particular brand, we have not tried this one before. Normally I get it from Walmart, but they had this on sale at Piggly Wiggly's for just 98 cents, and it is a cornbread stuffing mix, so we're going to try it. Also, we're going to make some gravy to go with our dressing, and we'll be using some cream of chicken soup to mix up that gravy. We're going to also have green beans. We're going to have sweet potatoes, or yams as some people call them, and we're also going to have some whole cranberry sauce.
And I usually make my cranberry sauce. Okay. I have a recipe for cranberry salad on our channel too, and we normally wouldn't use this. It's called a whole berry cranberry sauce, and we normally wouldn't be using that, but for quick and easy, it'll do just great. We have used it and we enjoy it, don't we?
Yes. This is, like I said, this is basically a fast and easy meal, something quick and easy to prepare for just a couple of people. And, it'll actually feed about 4 people, but it'll do 2 people plus have some leftovers.
Right.
Marie also has some eggs over here boiling.
Yeah.
She's going to make a few stuffed eggs.
Yeah.
In fact, timer's cutting off now. And then she also has the tea over there sipping. We're going to have sweet tea to drink with it.
Yeah.
So it won't take too long to make the whole meal, but I'm gonna time it. It's about 1 o'clock right now. And at the end of the video, I'll let you know how long it takes to prepare everything.
Yeah.
Let us get started on this, and we'll show you most of the steps as we go through. There's really not any kind of recipes for this.
No.
This is just how we make it fast and easy.
And budget friendly. This is how we prepare our tea. Okay, my water is boiling, so I'm going to turn off my burner. And then I'm going to put my family size tea bag in. And I'm going to turn on my timer. And I'm going to let this set for 15 minutes. And then I will pour it up and I'll put 1 cup of sugar into a gallon of tea. I got a little ambitious and went up to 20. Okay, and so right here I have my water for my stuffed eggs, and I do my eggs a little different than some people. I put my eggs in cold water, and then when it comes up to a boil, I let them boil for 13 minutes. Then I take them out and I directly put them in cold ice water, let them set for about 5 minutes. Then I peel them, and then I start making my stuffed eggs. So let me get started to putting my eggs in my water. See, this one is cracked, so it won't go in. Okay, so there we go. And so I'm going to turn this on. Turn my burner on. And let this come up to a boil. And in 13 minutes, I'll take them out. And then also I'm going to put just a smidgen of white vinegar in them. Now, I usually don't do this, but my husband says, Calvin, who's also the cameraman around here, he says if you put a smidgen of vinegar, white vinegar in there, is that enough, Calvin? A little more? Say when.
That's it.
Okay. So this is Calvin's trick, y'all. So we're going to try it out and see how it works. Okay, so I'll be back in a minute.
Okay, Marie has already got the tea poured up, and she's also got the eggs peeled, and I believe they peeled pretty good, so maybe my little trick works, Marie.
Or mine.
They both work. So, okay, we're gonna get started now. And hopefully I can do this without making too big of a mess, but I'm gonna take this chicken and put it in the pan.
Let me come and hold that for you when you do that.
Okay, you ready?
Yeah.
Okay,
There we go. There's some good fat right
some
there.
grease come with it. That'll be all right. Okay, then I'm gonna take and cover it on the top because we don't want it to get any darker than it already is. It looks real good, don't it, Marie? The ones at Walmart tend to be small and shriveled up, and honestly, they overcook them most of the time. Now, that may just be our Walmart, but that's what we've noticed. Yeah, and actually the price of this chicken for $5, you can't buy a raw chicken fresh for that price. They're about $7 or $8.
Yeah.
And then you gotta cook the whole thing. Okay, let me get this in the oven. And I thought I had my oven preheating, but I didn't. So I'll turn it on right now and get it started. Move this out of the way. Okay, next thing I'm gonna do, and I'm hoping that this is in the camera good so you can see it. I'm gonna open this stuffing mix up. Like I said, we've never tried this brand before.
And it's not normally the way we do our stuffing, but this is just fast and easy. It's economical. And then kind of didn't want to be in the kitchen all day do the counting,
Not really.
just to get a Thanksgiving meal.
Okay. Now on this stuffing mix, sometimes I will take and saute some onions and some celery and mix in with it, but today I'm not going to do that. And in fact, this stuffing mix has a real good smell to it, so it's been seasoned real good. And so I'm not going to add any seasoning to it. But if you get some that's not seasoned, you may want to add some poultry season or some sage or whatever seasonings you like best. Okay, I'm going to start off by adding 1 can of cream of chicken soup. Okay, that's the cream of chicken soup, and the recipe calls for a half of a stick of melted butter. So this is almost completely melted. Go ahead and add that in there. And then I'm going to add some chicken broth to it, and just enough to make it mix up real good. I know about what consistency I like for our dressing to be. So let's try this and see how this looks. Just a little more liquid to it. Marie, this definitely had a lot of spices. As I started stirring it down on the bottom, a lot of spices came up. So I'm glad I didn't add any spices to it at all. Okay, that's mixed up good. So now I'm going to put this in this is an 8x8.
Are you going to spray that pan?
Okay.
Just a little bit. That may keep it from sticking.
Okay. So I'll go ahead and spray the pan.
You don't have to go heavy.
Okay. And let me pour this in.
Looking pretty good over there. For those of y'all who don't know, I have some disc problems. That's one reason I'm back here in the background.
Okay, now I'm going to be honest with you. I've been using the Walmart brand of cornbread stuffing mix, and I like the way it looks better. So if you're going to make it, and if you have the opportunity, get the Walmart brand cornbread stuffing mix. This one from Piggly Wiggly's will not be a favorite, I can tell. But it'll be fine, but it's just not as good as the Walmart brand is. Okay, get it sort of smoothed out and level on top. If you don't, the high edges will turn dark brown on you and burn. Okay, and of course the box tells you how to cook it on the stove top, but what I'm going to do, I'm just going to stick it in the oven and I'm going to let this cook for about 15 to 20 minutes, and I'll just keep an eye on it real close. And it can be cooking while the chicken's heating up. Okay, let me clean this up just a little bit, and then we'll get started on our green beans and our yams.
Okay, my boiled eggs have came out, and they came out perfect, and they boiled for about 13 minutes. So now then I'm going to cut them open. And look how pretty the yellow is. There's not a speck of green on that. There is all different ways to make stuffed eggs, and some people call them deviled eggs, but I've used my method for years and I've had no problem with it, and so I continue to do it that way. But Calvin did teach me a trick today. He says when he does it, he puts vinegar in it. I've never done that, but one of our ways did it. So I don't know if it was Calvin's or mine, but I'm going to say it's mine. And Calvin says it's his. Usually at Thanksgiving dinners, I make a couple of dozen of these. But for me and Calvin, we just make a small amount. We made 4 stuffed eggs, or 4 eggs. They'll be stuffed in a minute. See, that doesn't come out that great. They usually just pop right on out like that. But one of them was wanting to be stubborn. Now I don't really have a recipe for mixing them up, but I'm just going to show you how I'm mixing mine up today, and you'll just have to follow along. Okay, I'll move this bowl out of the way. So now then I'm going to mash these up. Now Calvin doesn't put pickle relish in his, but I'm going to put just maybe a spoonful and just a little bit of juice. So I probably won't put as much mayonnaise. And just a tad of mustard. And a little bit of salt and paprika. Okay, I think that's smashed up good enough right there. So I'm going to start off with my mayonnaise. I'm going to start off with about a tablespoon, maybe a tablespoon and a half. And then I want to give it a squirt of mustard. If I can open it up. There we go. Hope I didn't get it on my apron. Didn't. Whoops, there goes the water too. I forgot to shake it up. Okay, and I'm going to put just a little bit of this in here. Let's see, I think I'm going to put about that much and just a little bit of that juice. Okay. Now then I'm going to mix all this up. Okay, that looks pretty good right there. Put just a little bit of salt in there. Whoops. Okay, I think that's enough right there. Let me give it a little taste. I think it needs a little bit more pickle juice. So a more relish. Okay. So now then I'm going to put it in my eggs.
These are the good times with you. Baby, this year it's just gonna be you and me. Hang by the fire and chill. Isn't this how it's supposed to be? Making our Christmas memories. Oh, and I've been longing to hold you close. Forget about everyone else. Isn't this how it's supposed to be? Making our Christmas memories. Oh, oh, la 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 la, oh, oh, la 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 la, oh, oh, la 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 la. Making our Christmas memories.
Here's my eggs, and I'm going to put a little bit of paprika on them. Oops. Smell that dressing. Smells really good, Calvin. Or stuffing. Okay. Alright, here is my stuffed eggs, or some people call them deviled eggs, but I always call them stuffed eggs. And I think they turned out really good. I think Calvin's going to enjoy them when he takes a bite of them in a minute. So, this here's how they look. I'm not going to hold them up too far, but they turned out really pretty. And they came out of the shells real good too.
Everyone, I'm back. The dressing just came out of the oven. It sure did smell good and looked good. And still letting the chicken heat up a little bit more. I'm going to get the green beans started. And we're just using a regular 1 can of green beans. And I'm going to add to it just a little bit of butter. That's probably about 1/2 of a tablespoon of butter, not very much. I'm going to add to it some garlic powder. And I put the garlic powder in there a little heavy because we do like that. This is one of Marie's favorite things to add to our green beans. Is just a splash of apple cider vinegar. Okay. And then my favorite thing to add to it is Worcestershire sauce. And I usually put about a teaspoon, but I don't measure it. I just sprinkle some in. Okay, let me get this over here and get it started cooking. Okay, that's cooking. Next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna do the yams. And we've always had real good luck with these Bruce's yams. They always cook up very good, don't they, Marie?
Yes, I hate to get sweet potatoes and yams when they're stringy really bad, and the Bruce's are really good, I think.
Yeah, and I'm gonna put just a little bit of butter in there. And also I'm gonna add just a little bit of brown sugar to the yams. Probably about 2 tablespoons full. Not very much. We don't want to be too sweet, but we want them to taste good. So that should be enough right there. Okay, so let me get these over here and get these started cooking. Okay, that's going to take, those will probably take about 10 minutes at least to get them done. Okay, next I'm going to go ahead and get the gravy ready. And this is just a fast and real easy way to make some gravy. Just add 1 can of cream of chicken. Okay, and then I'm going to add some broth to it. This is chicken broth. And not a whole lot. Stir it up a little bit. And I'm going to put just a little parsley flakes in it too. Okay, that should be enough. I usually make about twice this amount of gravy, but I'm just showing you today how to make a small amount just for 2 people. Okay, so all I got to do now is put this over here on the eye and bring it up to a boil, and it'll be ready. And I think everything else is almost ready. So let me get this cooked, and we'll be back with you shortly.
We'll be chilling and having a good time. Doesn't matter if the snow is falling or the wind blows and the rain is pouring. It will always be Christmas in my heart. But this year I wanna hang out with my friends and family.
Okay, everyone, we're back. All the food is done. It's 10 minutes after 2. So that took us 1 hour and 10 minutes. And that includes the time it took for me to move the cameras around and change everything around. So I'm sure you could make this entire meal in about probably 45 to 50 minutes. Wouldn't you think so, Marie?
Yeah.
And so it looks real good. We're having chicken. We'll call it rotisserie chicken. Having dressing. We're having gravy to go on top of the dressing. We're having sweet potatoes or yams. We're having green beans. We're having stuffed eggs and cranberry sauce. So give me just a couple of minutes here to prepare our plate, and as soon as we get our plate made up, we'll set it here and do a little quick taste test on a couple of the items. Marie just got through saying it sure did smell good.
My famous saying, right?
Yeah, well, we're both hungry too, so we're ready to eat, aren't we?
We are.
Okay, let me get our plate ready, and I'll be right back with you. Okay, everyone, we got our plates ready. They really look good, don't they, Marie?
They really do. It
And
smells
so,
great too.
All we need to do now is take the taste test. I'm going to turn mine around so I can reach my dressing, and I'm going to check out this dressing first. So if you've been watching our channel very long, you know that dressing is one of my favorite things I love to eat.
And this is not normally how we make our dressing though. But we just wanted to do it economical and fast and easy, didn't we?
We did, but you're going to be surprised how good it tastes when you try it.
Okay,
See
and
what's
also, this meal didn't even cost $20, did it?
I think it's only going to be about 15. And what I'll do, I'll add it up and see how much it is and put it in the video here for you.
That's really good.
That is good, isn't it, Marie? Try a piece of that chicken. Chicken's good too, real flavorful.
Okay, well, I'm going to try the yams. Very good. I'll try green bean too. Those are good too.
Your tea is wonderful. Marie's tea is always wonderful. And everybody always asks what brand tea we use. We do use the Great Value brand. We get decaffeinated, and we buy the big packs where each bag makes 1 gallon of tea.
Yep.
Marie, my battery's trying to go dead on me over here.
Okay.
And so it don't want us to talk too much more. But I want to go in here and enjoy this meal. I appreciate you helping me prepare it. It turned out, like I said, a very good meal for probably less than $15 and only took about an hour to cook. So if y'all try it, I hope you enjoy it. And everyone have a happy Thanksgiving, and we'll see you on our next video.
And y'all do what you love and love what you do, and bye. All right, we're back, and we just finished our meal, and boy, was it fantastic. It was so good. We sort of left in a hurry because our camera was going dead, but this meal was really good, wasn't it, Kevin?
It was great, and we had a lot of chicken left over.
Yeah.
We'll probably make a big chicken soup out of that, and maybe some chicken salad sandwiches.
Probably so.
Yeah.
And so we had a lot of leftovers too. We had dressing and eggs and just enough
Cranberry
for
sauce. There's enough of all this for one more meal.
yeah. So
And then after that meal, we'll have enough chicken left to do a good chicken soup.
yeah. So really, our little Thanksgiving meal didn't really cost $15. It even cost less.
It did. You know, we couldn't have went to any restaurant and ate a meal as good as that was for that price. And it wasn't that much work either.
No, it was not any work at all. Hardly really.
No.
Just took an hour to do it.
And the dressing that we made out of the stuffing mix turned out really good.
Yeah,
You know,
I was surprised, but
yeah,
'cause
it didn't look like it was going to be that good as we was making it, but after it cooked and came together, it turned out fantastic. I loved it. So,
yeah.
so
So-
you could try that brand, or you could try the Walmart brand, either one.
So we were well pleased with our chicken. It wasn't turkey, but we don't really like turkey. We really enjoyed our chicken a lot better, didn't we?
I did, definitely.
And nowhere near the trouble. Just stick it in the oven and heat it up. Okay, so I guess I've already closed our video out, hadn't I?
But you can close it out again.
Okay.
We appreciate everybody watching. Someone's at the front door,
Okay.
so
All right, so y'all do what you love and love what you do, and we'll see you on the next video, and we're gonna go catch the doorbell.
bye.
I stand by you when you're